here are some ways to improve cellular metabolism. In other words, the cell's ability to produce energy, ATP. We can have our mitochondria increase. So the number of mitochondria, the energy factories inside of each cell, can increase in number. When we do strength training, resistance training type activity, that increases mitochondria. We can have each of the mitochondria be more functional. And this is what I call consistent muscle contraction. We're going to be talking more about what that looks like, but that's just movement. Anytime you're moving your body in any different direction, this can look like walking, stretching, any type of movement. It doesn't have to be heavy. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be intense. It's just literally like changing position. That helps your mitochondria to be more functional. And then have each mitochondria process more energy. That is when we do the intensity workouts, where you get your heart rate spiked and you really go at a higher level and then scale back those like high intensity intervals. So these are ways that we can improve metabolism. And each of these things will help the body to turn potential energy capacity into energy instead of shunting it into the storage form of triglycerides or fat. When we move our body consistently and in effective ways, it makes your body use the energy. So you actually feel more energized in your daily life. You actually have a way to combat that fatigue, that afternoon energy crash, because it gives your cells more fuel to work well. And it also decreases the storage of fat in the body, because essentially glucose that isn't used gets turned into fat and it needs to be stored somewhere. It's actually fairly easy to do these things. And I like to show some studies. Studies show that people who walk more than 7,000 steps per day have a 50 to 65% lower risk of dying, period. That's across the board on all causes of mortality. That's how important walking is, or movement. Really, they do walking because that's the easiest thing to do for studies.